Today's the day, guys. We are doing part 2 to our Lino print video. So if you don't remember, we did a little lino cut a couple of weeks ago and I said we're going to do a part 2 where we go to the charity shops and find something really cool to print on, and that is going to be this video. So let's go to the charity shops. So first up, on our little day of hopping around charity shops, we went to Lifeline. So this is normally quite a good one. They've got tons of home stuff, loads of clothes, loads of shoes, and it's quite new, so it's quite good and organised. Of course, you've got to look around the home bits. I started off with the scarves because I thought that would be quite a good base, and it's getting a bit chilly here, so it'd be good to have like a fun, funky scarf that I could print on. But there was no luck there. Everything was a bit fairy and the wrong material. I was looking around all of the clothes here, and then I kind of steered off track because I can't really print on any of these. I needed something white or like a lighter colour, maybe a t-shirt, something like that, and I wasn't really finding what I needed in there. And this one is kind of hit and miss for the clothes because of how it's organised, but I saw some shirts and that was a good option, but I've done shirts before, so I kind of wanted something different. So we moved on to our second charity shop, which was Vinnie's, and this one is also hit and miss. It was hit though this time. Of course, we checked out the whole charity shop before we were focused in looking on what we were looking for, and obviously I had to have a little look for myself, but we focused in. We started with the white stuff. So I saw these shorts, and then I think after a while I realised I think they're just boxer shorts, but they were like pajama-y, but I was like, no, don't need them. I looked in the hats. I thought about this beret for a second, but I thought it's just gonna collect dust in the wardrobe, like I'm never actually gonna wear that. So we kept digging, but a woolly hat is not friendly to lino print. Again, with these scarves, this one was great, but it had all of these like texture, so I knew the texture's not gonna work for the lino. This shop had so many nice things though. There was so many nice clothes in there, but obviously I wasn't really on the hunt for myself for clothes. I was just kind of trying to focus in and find something that I could print on. Then I found these napkins, and fabric napkins are actually really, really good for printing on or testing if you can't find any kind of scrap fabric or scrap material. Then napkins like this, like they were brand new in the packet, and there was like 4 or 5 packets there. They were really good. And then I saw this really cute t-shirt. I wish I got it. But yeah, we ended up getting lucky in here. I got a t-shirt and I got those napkins, and I saw all of these fun things, and then we were done. Success, guys. We managed to get a few little bits. I was a bit hit and miss in the charity shops actually. The first one I went to, the Lifeline, is normally pretty solid, but nothing in there. I went into Vinnie's and then I got a few bits in there. I think I got a t-shirt, some of these like fabric napkins, which if you're wanting to practice printing on, they're always a good thing. Like bits of fabric, and you can always find those in the charity shop. What else did I get? I think that's it. Maybe I just got 2 things. I was looking at a couple of other things like a cap and stuff, but I didn't think it would work, so I just got those 2. We can practice a little bit, do some fun printing, and then maybe the last thing we do is the t-shirt, because maybe I want to wear that, even though it did just like come to me that the paint that I've got isn't like washable fabric paint. It's just my normal paint, but it's fine. It's just a charity shop top, so we'll experiment with that. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow, because I'm tired, guys. My eyes are going from work. So I think we got the goods today. Let's do the printing tomorrow and we'll see how they turn out. It's printing day, guys. I've got a chai latte, a little packet one. They're actually my new favourite. I got them from Aldi, and there's something like $3 and they're really good, but you do have to have a little bit of milk in there. The packet says just water, but you can't. Guys, it tastes like water if not, but It's really good if you have a bit of milk. I thought we could have a debrief from yesterday from the charity shop, and I could properly show you what I got. So I ended up getting two things. I got a t-shirt and I got some napkin things. Let me put this down. So the t-shirt I got is actually a Uniqlo one. It's kind of like this like beigey coffee colour. It was in the men's section. It was $8, which isn't too bad because it looks pretty new, and for Uniqlo that's not too bad because, well, I mean, it could be better, but like new, which I think this is pretty new. I was doing all of the thorough checks. They're like $20, so not great, but not bad. So this is the little t-shirt. So I was kind of looking for something I could also wear if I wanted to. So I'm thinking to put maybe 3 prints here, just on the chest part. That's what I'm thinking anyway, whether I wear this or not, because I did mess up a little bit. I kind of remembered after we started this video that I didn't order any of the fabric prints, fabric paint, so it probably will wash off, because I've done it before where I've printed with normal paint and it just kind of washes off in the wash. But for things like the napkins, that doesn't matter because I'm not going to wash it. But I do think if you kind of heat press it, so if you, once it's kind of dried, if you put baking paper over it and then hit it with an iron or whatever, you know, just like iron it, it does keep. But I don't know if that's just the fabric, that, you know, like the fabric paint. But it's okay, it's just experimentation. This is why I went to charity shop, just to get a top that like might not be used again, but even like I can still wear it if it washes off. When I get the fabric paint I can reprint it, so it's fine. So that was the t-shirt that we got, and I think I mentioned it in there. There was a hat, there was like a cap, and it was only a couple dollars, but it was a Kmart cap, and I swear it was more than it would have been in Kmart. So I was like, and obviously with it being a cap, and the thing we've got is a square, I didn't know how it was going to look, so I didn't get that. But I did get these napkins. Let's open it because I just had a weird thought that maybe it's not a square. Oh no, it is a square. It's got here size guide, but let's see how big they are. Because I think, no, I was going to say the last one was a napkin, but I did print some that were napkins, but I think I might have not brought them with me. Oh, huge. I thought they were going to be quite small. But we've got, oh no, that's perfect. Quite a good size there. Little napkin. But they just work really well. Obviously you kind of want new ones. I did see some in there and they would have actually been a bit perfect. It was like napkins. They were really expensive and they were dirty. So I don't know where they got the price from. But they actually had tulips on them, like droopy tulips. And obviously the print, if you don't remember, this is the little print that we carved. It's like a droopy tulip, but I thought it might take away from the print. So we got some of these. I mean, I think these might be better for when we, like, I can print loads of different loads of different ones of the liner print on here, just so it's not just one thing. If you see paint on my arm, it's just from where. Or I could kind of make mini ones and cut them up. We'll see. This would be good for practicing. Maybe I'll do one of these first to see before I dive into the t-shirt. But that was a pack of 4, so we've got 4 of them to experiment on. So that was what I got. Well, I got a book as well. That's in the room. But it was quite successful. The main charity shop that I normally go to didn't have tons. And I always feel like they're watching you in there. Like, I was trying to film and I already feel like a bit paranoid that I'm filming and people are like, what's she doing? So I was a bit like, oh. But they don't have many great clothes in there. They have really good home stuff and like knickknacks. But the clothes in there, like, there's never any clothes in there. They're all kind of, you know, when it's kind of set out a bit funny. so it's not great for clothes, but for accessories and homeware bits and bobs it's really good for. Whereas the other one, they have a really good organisation of clothes. I say really good, but it's organised in colour, and because I needed a light colour, that was good for me in that time. But when I'm normally shopping for like bits of clothes for me and stuff like that, it's not the best because all of the sizes are mixed up and you kind of see something that's really cute and then it's just not, like the sizes are all a bit. I'd rather go in somewhere and there was like, it's 16 plus over here, and I'd be like, perfect, let me go over there. So they are set out a bit funny, and there is a third one, and I always go in there and there's never anything in there that I like. But yeah, it was still successful. We got our t-shirts, which I think we'll print last on. Maybe we'll print one of these first. I'm just going to set up my desk so it's a bit better than last time, because last time I was printing on the floor and in the bathroom floor. But I'm going to clear off all my desk, hopefully give you guys a better look, and we can do some printing. So let's go. So I've got my little setup, my little table. I thought maybe we'll try and print it on paper first. This is the new little watercolour book I got. I've got the, I said I was getting that, I got that frame, and then I've got our little lino cut, and I'm going to put some ink on here. Hopefully this rolls this time, and then we can like ink it up here and then print it. So let's give that a go, see if it works any better this time. Hopefully it does, and then we can have a little go of our fabric. I've seen some tips online as well that says you should kind of like mist the fabric. I don't know if I've got a sprayer, but it says to like, don't do it too damp, but it says just enough so you can kind of see there's a little bit of water on the top of it, and that will help. But I'm kind of thinking now I don't have a sprayer and I don't want to do it too wet, because they said if you do it too wet it will go a bit runny and not very good. So maybe we'll just give it a go. Let's just experiment. We're experimenting, guys. Let's just go for it. I'm also thinking maybe we do some different colours. So these are the inks I've got. As I said before, we haven't got any pink, but we've just got acrylic paints. So we're just using what we've got. So maybe I'll do some in some different colours, because on the t-shirts I could do them in different colours too. I could do like 3 different colours if that's what I end up going for. I could also do the back and do like full prints in different colours and do a bit of a back piece. Let's see how they turn out first and see. So this one, I've just tried this a second time. I've managed to warm up the paint a little bit more, and the stickier it gets the better it is. Like this actually rolls, and it worked out tons better the second time. But look at the difference. You can actually see that all work. So this is why we test first, guys. That's really good, and also it is a bit easier on fabric because you can flip the fabric over and kind of push it in. So maybe we'll try. I actually really like the red as well. Maybe I'll just do red because it looks really good. So I think I'm going to try on the fabric now because that was a success. I'll try on the little napkin. We'll see how it goes. Guys, it worked. I know it's like a tiny bit of artwork, but yay. It's cute, isn't it? I don't know how central it is, but it always works a bit better on fabric. I think because there's more give. I mean, the print could be better, but yay, it worked. So, what I'm thinking for the t-shirt, because I feel like let's just dive into it and do the t-shirt. I was gonna do 3 across here, but I'm thinking maybe I do like one here, like on the side, you know, like where a pocket would be, and then we could do some on the back. So I'm thinking we could maybe like, because it's in a square, we could do 4 squares, but each time turn it a different way. So it would be like this, one's like this, one's like this, and then the other one's like that. Like it'll be a different way rather than like sound effects. But like, so it would be like, I don't know, I think that would be kind of cool. To have a little design on the back. That makes it a lot more complicated, but you know, I like to make my art complicated and really hard to do. So maybe we can do that. Maybe we'll do the back first, and I might have to do the front tomorrow, but we can see how the back looks. And then maybe I don't even want to do the front, so we could test that out. Do the 4 today, and then just because I don't want to ruin the back once I print it, so we could always do the front tomorrow. Because the video's not up till tomorrow, so we have some time. So let's try and do that. Let's experiment. And I think I'm going to just do red, because I think the red would look nice with this colour. So yeah, let's go. Guys, we did the back. It looks so cool. Let me just get the paper out. The cardboard. That was just a little bit of cardboard. That actually really helped, and it also helped me kind of line it up as well. Cute! So that's the back of the t-shirt. How cool does that look? I feel like maybe we should do that on the front as well. I feel like it looks cool. And I'm glad I went for like the different, like facing different ways. Oh, guys, I'm really chuffed with that. I think it's quite a big t-shirt, so you could kind of keep going, but I'm really happy with that. So maybe we will do one on the front, because that looks so cool. So guys, I think that was a success. We started off, just a little recap, with our test prints. Obviously the first one, the second one worked tons better than the first one, as you can see. Like, you can actually see the artwork now, which worked out really well. And then we did our test print on our fabric, which I would recommend if you've never done it before. I mean, that looks so bare. I think I might go in with some other stars and stuff that I printed and like print it around this to make it a whole like wall hanging, maybe all different colours. I think that would be really fun. But I'm really happy with the design as well. And then of course, sorry, I've got this all spread all over the bed. We did our t-shirt. So I have, as I said, I've only done the back so far, but I've just shown Callum and he really likes it, so maybe he'll wear it. I think I might try the heat press kind of thing and see if it does stay. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world, but I really like it. And I think possibly I might add to it, but I think it might take a couple of days to dry, so I don't know if I'll do the front in this video. I think I'll leave it at the t-shirt, because guys, look at what a nice like pattern that makes. Like, I low-key want that as like tiles in my kitchen, you know, and they're all different designs. It like makes a different design, like a little window. But I really like that. Maybe at a later date we could add to that, but I think that is going to be this week's lino print video. I hope you guys have enjoyed part 2. If you haven't seen the first one, it was us designing and carving our lino. So we did this little design. This was one of the test prints that we did in the first video. But if you didn't see that, then it'll be up here somewhere. I'll be able to tag it. And yeah, what a success. I feel like it was a real success, and I'm going to keep using that little block because I think it looks really cool. So it was a success, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed. If you try any lino stuff, or if you have any ideas or any fun things you want me to do, then please leave a comment and subscribe. We've had some new subscribers, which is amazing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next week for another one. Bye guys.